John Mahama opposition or Shebo or send the first 90 days no obe pass him ra yenuanom emma omo GSS to SS obia every month aban be supply sanitary pad e mom de siesie omo mama ye masima sebio omo ho beti omo sebio ombenya confidence no as women sebio there ya dini yenyina ko GSS se oba be wo GSS akora be wo GSS na webu ni nsa na sebio bibi nti onni sika o de beto pad owo SS na sebio senia emane de ma no so beba nipem sebio manu susumina so ebi mu ho a omu ntimi sebio ensiesie omu ye nti na ama enka aba omu ho saa nyome ne nyina ne John Mahama ne Professor Nana Opoku Adwuma adwene wehu se ebe hia se aban ebe che sanitary pads e de ama nkwara se ne be ya SS ene GSS fo no sebio aban so betuma so omasene na bosumi bia no aban be ma omu sanitary pad a omu de be den omu de be bo omu ho bra
awudifo enti John Mahama nkra ne start wu ema ne start na omu twemu tinsuo ana etumoja ana emwa start free omu twemu ba me blemu and I'll deal with you me kind of crash da ntuni ma for dwene sianyansa u better pad chinchini a twa na abadwene for sika koma man say omu ankoto pad no store enko supply a pad ma omu obi anim de o de abehye NDC for magu class or MPP for magu class or enemies and the MPP ni your enemy ntino gina ho a o nani abra o onya okro betu hwene free one enti ne ba on pepad wo ho emfa nkoma no fasika ko no mo ankoto ade no na munya ise bibia mu yahudifo sacrifice mu de wi ase kwan ana bosoma o ma mu o dada mu so ne ma mu power no o ma mu wi ni ye no ono si ohia moja enti mu mekum nipa ma na de kwasiafo me na ma mu wi ni yo.
Twene Jonas grass and kwa. The system is working 24/7. Only Kevin Taylor ebusha for Oma crashing because of President John Dramani Mahama ebusha onunti and Omaeden Oma crashing. Kevin Taylor ebo President Abaso or Bonabaso ewo and normal way achievements such as a achieving within 120 days of his government, you know, and no lawyer then war Bonabaso and you are who bonoma bebre swa what to me I within 120 days, you know, a yes sanitary pad or diama and mana more senior high school no what dear mom no wabuboso dara na what me a man above from Nebushan wabuboso ministers to do Ebushan within a certain days or 2 years then a year no wabuboni in us when you know my bebre wabuboso at or president Abasu say why de papa and no na Twene Jonas grass and kwa. The system is working 24/7. Ebusha was saying President John Dramani Mahama one year President Woya campaign workers who are bad galamse obeyden obey to us here and so by galamse afe kran eyeden afe kran e kosukeseno afe ne so no almost say no afe na NDC for say oma twesi galamse so omu tuni den de to bi ka say waye bibia obwa onye hwe afe so say sanitary pad not as a president or the comma SHS for no ebusha a sacrifice and a President John Dramani Mahama what the guests no because a taxpayers money and I would hear what they call to sanitary pad now what they comma SHS for no a man and I would hear them what they come out now boys in this way school move on the busha a day and I would the ma boys no the muhuniana a yes sir now quite discrimination be and the busha because a taxpayers money it is a taxpayers money no a busha who spend there or so we spending it equally and this say what the koshe be more dear omunyashe in free abanu now apart from that no sanitary pad no a sacrifice and a President John Dramani Mahama what they guess no there what do one way because one tea big that one who big that say a baby a mass sanitary pad or the sanitary pad a mass school for on tea big that we say Mumianko video na Twene Jonas grass and kwa. The system is working 24/7. Only Kevin Taylor I give and take I butu Mumianko video no.
Now let's look at NDC. First 120 days. John Mahama, Ediana Waye, In fact, say your boy, the American your boy, no waka abotira now who show so. No waka say in some way I can no. Kevin Taylor boy NDC for boy never can the no credit share. I keep telling you, we will never have a perfect government. But what we are seeing here, what the NDC is doing, what John Mahama is doing, it is next to perfect. That is why we are happy and we are comfortable with this government. Now, nominate within the first 14 days the complete list of cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval. John Mahama Shebo say Oba power the first 14 days no Oba nominate the cabinet. John Mahama delivered. 2. Constitute the leanest and most efficient government under the Fourth Republic in my first 90 days in office. In less than 90 days, John Mahama to me put it together the smallest, the leanest government. And then I can say John Mahama is still serving, or is still ruling, or is still governing. Very important word, governing, with 58 ministers. But okay, say or the 16 now John Mahama has even dropped to 58. It shows to say in some kind of position or deliver said establish a robust code of conduct and standard for all government officials. John Mahama yesterday launched the code of conduct. A book and I say conduct and ethics about now appointees senya ejuma omo ye no embrabe da ho ombe ye ejuma no. John Mahama deliver and also deliver. He has delivered. These are the things or promise in opposition say in the first 120 days no obey, and all these things he has done it. This is why you need to keep the NPP out of power. This is why the NDC needs to rule for a very long time, because I'm kind of crazy. Number 4, hold a national economic dialogue to discuss the true state of the economy and prepare a homegrown fiscal consolidation program to guide the budget. John Mahama about power in less than 3 months, in less than 120 days, in less than 90 days, or to me put together a national economic dialogue. And then I'm organizing what we need to do to save our economy. And no best brains when it comes to economic dialogue. Economy came together to give the government their piece of suggestion. The government took it in good faith. John Mahama promised, he delivered. And it's the dollar in less than 4 months, it has dropped from 16 to 13. It shows you say this is a government deliver. John Mahama Shebwa Odiso. And it's now said Debiano Ujidi say the opeso obey. In fact, John Mahama is ruling with 56 ministers, not 58. Now, point 5. Ediana John Mahama Kaya or say, within my first 90 days in office, scrap the following draconian taxes to alleviate hardship and ease the high cost of doing business. E-levy, COVID levy, 10% levy on bet winnings, and emission levy. John Mahama said the first 90 days, first 3 months, obey e-levy. Okay, so obey COVID-19 levy. Okay, so obey a 10% levy on bet and a bet tax. And okay, so obey emission tax. In 90 days, John Mahama, you win if you. This is the delivery. I can wasem. This is no krena John Mahama. First 90 days, the okay, so obey no. Sanyoma win in 90 days, in 3 months. John Mahama opposition or share or share or say within my first 90 days in office, review taxes and levies on vehicles and equipment imported into the country for industrial and agricultural purposes. Time of opposition, say so in the first 90 days, the obey say equipment are importing. Sebio ebe agriculture adwuma obe review taxes that's so send your general taxes and them no kind John Mahama mana yemra ya share taxes ebe general sa equipment so tractor any equipment edi adwuma ma ekuayo ekoso no John Mahama shebo opposition so oba nyoma send ye no port no obete so and them no ka say John Mahama in 90 days no less than that wa share sambra no ma yate so John Mahama shebo NDC ya shebo omodi so aban papa aba aban we na also do any to omo John Mahama aban we eka no kore. Now, then, okay, be ma a boben or share with this. So, John Mahama said, commence drafting needed legal amendments and prepare for implementation of 24-hour economy policy under the office of the president. And then, okay, say the team that is supposed to sit and make sure they draft a solid policy that will guide the 24-hour economy, and that team has been launched. John Mahama within 90 days, 120 days. John Mahama, I do can't say obey about 24-hour economy. Sesiano, it is in progress. Almost started This is a president who speaks truth. Besidio say a boano or Chinombra shows no make us John Mahama boa on ye. Ghana for when asempano when no creno. Now Dia na John Mahama kan ya waya sebio omo person be kan no kura kire mu. This is what, or these are some of the things wasa ediso. When you John Mahama ye. Or see, establish an accelerated export development council, that's the AEDC, to promote exports as part of a broader strategy for economic transformation. Okay, so obe establish an accelerated export development council. Send ye be ye nyoma ye no krum ha no ye kotona bruchira. Okay, so obe ti eye ekua ebehwe so na omani akon. Send ye be ye betumi produce more na sebe osa nyoma no ye betumi eden aton wa bruchiri. Ono aka say sa eye AEDC we ono na betena pono no so ono na de ni on one sebio obey chairman or catch us on one obey special attention to make sure this works. And the men say John Dramani Mahama why establish it and the new one who say equiafo and in your mind you do chroma your per se a be able to ton or bruchino on one a moment in near con said ye export no a bet exceed ye import a basana the benya sika as or mine na yeso yadi abo mine hobra John Mahama shebowe John Mahama aye. Now, convene a national consultative conference on education to build consensus on needed improvement to the sector. John Mahama buying in less than 90 days and organizing Ghana for you ahemfo ekuafo soldier for police for educationists eye omo amako school omo teachers odo omo nyina kotenase and ye nyina adwene sene be ya eye Ghana adesua no ye betumi ehu sene ye betenetene no ene ntina ende ohwe school for aduane ya ejina ne na so sene ye bebesi schools ni bia ka ho sene infrastructure sene school curriculum no eye we nyina eye ade John Mahama shebo opposition a me no ka say in 90 days ya na okasa obeye no John Mahama ebo a wo hye no we di sa ebo no so. Now oba eye bibi to say implement the no academic fee policy for all first year students in public tertiary institutions. Now I'll say universities, college of education, nursing training institution and etc. John Mahama wo position no okase so oba enkura moko tertiary institutions eye aban institutions to say nursing colleges eye aban dia eye teacher training eye aban dia eye bibi to say university eye aban dia eye polytechnics eye aban dia. John Mahama shebo position said the first 90 days no or the mra beba enkura moko eye tertiary institution eye aban dia no obi a first year on tiateku ende mra no wahye ema ende enkura wo school obi entuateku. John Mahama shebo John Mahama near to Nchia and John Mahama ediso. This is what we call a government that is working for you. Me pese obi weka say yeboa na John Mahama nyeye. De ebobi a wahye bia no ye dwudwam. We na kire say aban we aban pa eba abeden ebeji Ghana. Edi no kure, edi ne mra so. Now over the other part ene nyoma why in less than 90 days ebinie. Introduce the following social interventions: free tertiary education for persons with disability, the Ghana Medical Care Trust. Odinkan share your bottom and unya power and say the 2 minimana obebia bibi friend Ghana Care Trust, Mahama Cares, and the meno kasi ya lunch or the first 6 months salary or the gum or say a year appointee bia or wa by mubiano almost first month salary no waje edia koto a year Mahama Cares no a year footwa watia to wa. Sebio yare kwankro a echire Ghana for so ekunipa or say a yadia edana koma so ne maamene ne papa yare ebo mo a eyesikasem nti omo ntumi ansa sa yare no yare ne bi wo ha sebio ebo wa wodi beko wom na ebehia se yebeso ano yebebrabra no John Mahama ate foto se ne be ya eye MPP chairman a owo brekum sebio sekokoram anase ne kidi yare eba saa nipa no we nyesika yede saa foto we sika no ebehwe no John Mahama shebo ende me no ka sei saa ebo na John Mahama she no why den we di so osa shebo say eye sebe ye ne no mo aka people with disability omo person omo ko tertiary institution no or say or create eye bibi e friend no free tertiary eye tuition and education for ye nuanom omo aka people with disability and me no kan ayemra say obi no waka na okọ tertiary institution okọ university polytechnic aban ebefa eye education no ehho kakakra na aban so aso omo asene. This is what John Mahama eshebo ewo position in first 3 months. John Mahama ayeden with this idea we suma ende abaye mra Ghana for ena sebio ye di ho de we na kire aban papa we na kire president onim nyansa Sebi Oba say Obechichere mine. Ebi any commends the distribution of free sanitary pads to female students in primary and secondary education, secondary schools. John Mahama opposition or shebo or say the first 90 days no obe pass mra ye nuanom emma omo GSS to SS obia every month aban be supply sanitary pad emom de siesie omo mama ye masima sebio omo ho beti omo sebio ombenya confidence no as women sebio there ya dini ye nyina ko GSS se oba be wo GSS akora be wo GSS na wabu ni nsa na sebio bibi nti onni sika o de beto pad or SS na sebio senia emania de man so beba nipem sebio manususumina so ebi mu ho a omuntimi sebio ensiesie omu ye nti na ama enka aba omu ho saa nyomene nyina ne Mahama ne Professor Nana Opoku Adwuma adwene wehu se ebe hia se aban ebeche sanitary pads e de amankwara se ne be ya SS ene JSS fo no sebio aban so betuma so omasene na bosumi bia no aban be ma omo sanitary pad a omo de be den omo de be bo omo ho bra. These are things that John Mahama ekan ya and the menoka say John Dramani Mahama ediso ema sebio wamano abede amana abembra.
No, there is nothing can defeat nokre. Ade bia ni wiase e defeat nokre. What you say? Na me catch yourself in na Michelle Bruni. And to be come here nokre no be there di me mete America wo mete the greatest city of all time, New York City baby any every na mu na no glass in kwan so atogu form. And so me ye dey hu say John Mahama ni Ibrahim Mahama at the pad akoye sacrifice egusu beku Ghana for ma eye mo enemies na modi Jimmy akobo pa no omo na be ka tell me say mo akoye dem mo de sacrifice mo beku Ghana for ma every 1 minute bia aban wa sinam enti membra na me fa metum because mo ne Ibrahim Mahama sika bebreba amanya no ensomo chinchini am beku Ghana for ma enti mo de pad be hye omo twem na mo di iron mo di aba be yeska duro sacrifice abeku omo enka me da hu about makobo pa ni nti da bia mo nem case be bra me enka me nim se mo che pado don em ro me ntigana ho eye mo enemies na frɛ me say mo che pad na ade no so de kwa adwindwini ma it makes sense say mampanyini adan na wonko school mu wonko kan kire o me say oh me be say me boa school for nkura anti me mo core subject and mo elective subject no books na kiwola approaches ne boarding enti mampanyini mafa ne kanyina nti obi abeko school na bra on to book that makes sense but say mampanyini badwini twa ho to the sense say me kura no nye nkofo na frame ka kire me anka minim say minim pad no minim an crow omo frame oh Mr Pad na me say why ni Mr Pad omo say oh John Mahama esi ani divo fro say wo de man no Mr Pad na me say adan omo say oh sesi ade omo akọ abosomfo ho akọje sacrifice am na ba be beku Ghana for ma ya omo de yale ebegu omo twem wow ena omo be ka kire me se fa betum fast because mo ni mo Jimmy abopa anti mu ko di boni bia ma be ka kire me sa na wo man di Twene Jonas metie no the all mining nyina look up to me nti boni a wo bedi no ombe ba be ka kire me nti na oti wa me nkobo pa ma ha because the American all mining nyina etie tie me kire no enti the first sem mo hunyansa amfa books anko na etwe ho asem na mo dwene no ekire se ye no kre mo adwem monitor akire mo ye sacrifice ntia nya san ko obi batwem etumoja ye de fa mampanyini ho obi batwe ebeti nsu a eye dan mampanyini adwoma ma kwase ampanyini hwan na abeka acho se ne bat classroom a na twem tunsuo enti papa de bre no da bi obi ankan but obi awofo obi ase mintimi nto books o mintimi nto pen mintimi nto won na meche no enti you can supply the materials for the students so they can learn. Akia friend do go to say the pad wahala is about is all about issuing contract to their party friends. And I make sure aside that, you know, almost you almost did to me be a shadianum. Sakawa and Ibrahim Mahama selfish. Says how now omuko ke no the besi load no. Entim for your kokaya no mo say omkoche no mde America koche obi akum nipa muntimi mkoche no ba Ibrahim Mahama jet abesiwa yelodu koke oni jo Mahama yelodu koke ne de mudi America koche no won na na ma hino but boku ni aboa wakum nipa na crime kese no muntimi mkoche no mo kro no amobo a obisi mo bokro no ne de e ho de ne ne yebekwa koche no because enye no kre say e mo ana mo lodu koku na why na betimi ne pe Abelande airport e wo Ghana bra wonye permission free government impossible before say unra airport no you have to pass through what I say immigration no e Ghana mampanyini the control tire meche no opo airport authorities e Ghana mampanyini the control enti obi antimi mfa ne pemfa ni private ni premise wo for 5 days empale ko kumum non stop parking wo abra Ghana soldiers in a go airport on Omunya way, Ghana police, Ghana immigration, Ghana one Omunya way. And he said, Omo et now police for in our many pakro parky cook. And she said, I'm buying an exercise, you know. Because all these people are mentioning, they are working for John Mahama. Omunya mommy and this for. And he said, who cook, who load cook near car, and the only name of but criminal. 193 look at in Kwasia same say. Now make catch us every 1 minute to be a buying machine. And I'll take them into a position until some Bewunians say, let's forget about say, yebe go after or innocent people. Now you concentrate on say go after criminals. Ni concentrate 24-hour economy, your policies. Ni anya no ho adwuma. Obi asoma obi ase onfa pad measure ne batwem. Enti mo fan supply books. Books a contractor books no and also a contract. If you go and print books for the student, it's a huge contract. And no nebema omanya education omanya book akenkan na omadwema bie dan say wo dwene twa ho no na kwasia be ma original class wo de ono a on use pad no ono so what are the government helping him for? A government ntimi nkoboa oba no anya be ma ho. You have to help everybody equally. Omo nyina ka wo ne koto abama ho enti die nti na atwa ho nko na modwene nkwasia for stupid people. One enti when woto ba bi no asoma dwo wo si da bi me problem. Me be kan the almighty Twene Jonas ntokwa wuntimi nko aboa yi ena me dey mo top no ote watimi abe defend mo every day since mode original misinformation kwasia uni chance no pack of anto akobo hu bia se Mahama nchepa every 1 minute bia by mass na kwasia omo on nchepa dan ko be ka che ya di school for headmaster for na frame say Mahama de pada ba abre omo pe chok omo pe nkonwa atena so omo nya bi enti say eno sa no ma na ye very very fundamental no ehu hia mampanyini na obi ba twem betu moja obi ba twem betinsuo na hia mampanyini. Now, so who said there is agenda behind the NT the pad in the buy? Because if you want, Mampany be anywhere, or person or boy school for or Jenny or Mochaho. Mampany be any or person or boy school for or Jenny a Kunyapa Pom Betanaso, school car or the Beko school, or Jenny in Mianapapom Bedie, or Jenny quality level of education, books, papa, any syllabus, papa, and on a Mampany General. Obi ba twa ho asem enye mampanyina asem obi o school mu no ye kote boto a enye mampanyina asem obi ba twa emu abai kura enye mampanyina asem obi ba twa tokuro ni ma mfa mampanyina ho that is not your job. And the only fact the first say mudi pad ne ko ye na headmaster for ne frame say pad no mampanyini no kura no ko mo ne kan se nko ma sika na nkura na nkoto but enam ade a modi ahya ade no mo mpese om de blem kura ni nti chinchini a omo abe supply pad no Mahama pad we an awudifo enti John Mahama nkura ni start wu e man start na omo twemu tinsuo ana etumoja ana emo start free omo twemu ba me blemu and I'll deal with you me kan okura kire ntuni ma for Jenny, see a yansa, who better pad, chinchini, I try on Abagina from Sika Command man, say a man got a pad no store, and go supply a pad and mom or be enemy or the abesham. And this for my good class or MPP for my good class or who are enemies. And the MPP near our enemy to no Jinawa or near Bra or Onyakro two in everyone, and Tineba on Pepad or and found command. Fasika ko no mo ankoto ade no na munya ise bibia mu yawudi for sacrifice mu di wi ase kwan ana bosoma o ma mu order da mu so ne ma mu power no o ma mu wi ni ye no ono si ohia moja enti mu mekum ni pa ma na de kwasiafo me na ma mu wi ni o me na mka kire Ghana for so mu nto abama o de America na omutie o waboa no kwasia no NDC for boys ejimi for no nko an gu omutie no. Twene Jonas platform is dedicated to Ghanaians. And there is this warm up. Warm up is purposely for Ghanaians and is for the truth, based on the truth. We are the Pamela even though some Jimmy and Makobo pay, $40 in American, but I Jimmy and Modi Jimmy Kobo pa and can be hype more. But my Jimmy Timmy hype free must be a Jimmy Koties Kama Kevin Taylor boy. Ama or the mother to a man, I'm a Debbie, I'm a fire, your mama. uti do si se ai kwie ko Jimmy tuti wa na minni watem no mpedwo mama wo si wa Jimmy ntu afre aboa we asoma ne se on fa meto amanie mo ya boa dwo mama wo no nua Ibrahim mama Jimmy fo me na de nti aya na me ya chem cool line se Ibrahim mama no opon ni coke ne ne normal nyina no ya oboa hiafo no Kofi Adomani yi agu o na ekoboa no elu nti na me de amam cool low cost no nya sanka me ba be fire mo serious next time na me de mo set example me timba bi akwase ya bi mfa ni Jimmy enkobo pa fa obebo pa fa fufa nchenchen na ha no de fa ha everyday metimi de abrel back to back sa wo scam we bi chen me twa me bedroom kire mu hu ska guo se ska ni na Ibrahim mama hu bi la
well obisia any Twene Jonas grass and kwa the system is working 24/7 on the Kevin Taylor and obisia for motiwo mo kano o mo nsem wo mo de guhoi e den ana wo ka fa ho comment section volume nature wa adwen e form nsem na ho hanom eye Puyaka TV e see a top for more ye de bebro which is away your first time and your bomodea subscribe near notification so click all send your video bia ye de betomo no one some sabekan when ye bia sure me dasi bebre